Hey, it's Michael again. In today's guitar lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Love Me Tender by Elvis. Alright, now as the song title suggests, this is a more tender, mellow song. So we're going to be quite gentle with our guitar playing and what we're doing with the pick. Okay, so first things first, get your D chord. Now to show you the main rhythmic idea of the song, this is all that's happening. So if we hold down a D chord, we're actually going to include the A string sometimes, okay? Not the low E string though, still leave that out. So pick your open D string once. And then what you're going to do immediately after that is, I think of the word glide here. You're going to play all the strings in the D chord, but gently glide across them. And that's what's going to be happening a lot in the song, okay? So for the little 1 bar intro, pick the open D string, then strum the highest 3 strings really of the chord. Although a lot of the time I just do the whole chord anyway. Now the next time you play an individual string, we actually want to go to the A string. And then again, when you go for this little strum or glide, you're trying to play the highest 3 or 4 strings really. Okay, that's the idea there for the D. And then you're going to see as we progress through different chords, we're doing the same kind of rhythmic idea. So into the verse, do the same thing for 1 bar of D. Now as you move to an E7 chord, try the voicing with all 4 fingers, this one here. You're just moving the same idea but to the appropriate strings for whatever chord you're doing. So we're going to pick the low E string. Then do your glide across approximately the next 5 strings. Then you pick another individual note out that's on that 5th string. And then glide across the rest of the strings again. And hopefully you're hearing the idea there as we go through these chords. Then A7. Now in this one I've just put, you're bouncing off that A string twice. So pick the individual string, then glide, same string again, glide. Then another bar of D. Then you do the same progression again, 1 bar of D. E7. A7, another bar of D. Okay, to the chorus now. Do your D chord. Just one of those there. Now we go to this chord with a big name, F sharp 7 / C sharp. Let me break down the shape for you. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp 7 / C sharp. Let me break down the shape for you. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from is an F sharp bar chord. Now what it's really coming from So if you can't do that, don't worry, we don't exactly have to do that chord. What we're doing then, 3rd finger, 4th fret of the A string, 4th finger, 4th fret of the D string, middle finger, 3rd fret of the G string, 1st finger, 2nd fret of the B string, and then you also want an open high E string. Just leave out the low E. And it's got a nice sound to it, that chord. So pick the lowest note in the chord, which is the A string, and then do your glide. So that bar was one of D. Then you got to jump into this one. So you've got to maneuver into a B minor chord there. The 5-string minor bar chord shape we're looking for there from fret 2. Then we're basically going to a D7, but we're adding that open A string. Okay, so it just bulks up the chord a bit. And that creates a nice little walk down kind of sound where you're hearing this in the bass. Okay, so that's probably the trickiest part of the song there, so give that some attention. So I just did bars 10 and 11 for you of the chorus. This is into bar 12. Okay, so we just need a regular old G chord, but because the A string won't be involved here, you don't really even need to put a finger there. Okay, so I'm doing a real orthodox G shape here with finger 1, 2 and 3, but I'm actually just ignoring the A string. We don't need it. Okay, so you do your individual note, then glide. Now the next chord may well be new for you. G minor 6, okay, which has a jazzy sound to it. Okay, so let me just make sure you know where the fingers should go for G minor 6. 2nd finger, 3rd fret of the low E string, 1st finger, 2nd fret of the D string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the G string, 4th finger, 3rd fret of the 2nd string. The A string is muted and we don't need the high E string. So you're doing the same idea on that chord. And you get that lovely change there. But that might be difficult for you. So what I will suggest to you to help you visualize it is keep the 2nd finger planted from the G chord. Then take the 3rd and 4th finger first, get them moving as a group, and then take care of the 1st finger last, basically. Now obviously you want them all to arrive approximately at the same time. Bar 13 of the chorus just has a couple of Ds. Okay, bar 14 of the chorus, you need one more D. You got to get into a B7, then an E7. Alright, next bar is A7 twice. Next bar is D twice. Now, as indicated by, they're called 1st and 2nd endings on your notation there. The first 2 times you play that verse and chorus, you go all the way to that point before you go back to section B, which is the start of the verse, okay? So you're essentially repeating that big section twice, okay? And then the 3rd time it'll just be a bit different at the end, but you've got most of the song so far. I'm going to play essentially the 3rd time you get to the chorus, just to show you how that different ending works. Okay, so that third ending, you play your bar of A7. Next bar, just strum your D chord. And then we're going to pick individual notes. Pick 2 on the G string with your first finger. Stretch with your pinky to fret 5 on the high E. Do that twice. Then go to fret 2 on the high E string. Play this note, give it some vibrato. Alright, so that was a nice mellow one. Hope you enjoyed that. That was how to play Love Me Tender by Elvis.